we just want to do this fight in America. Tyson Fury has agreed to do it in America, and we haven't at the moment. So we're talking through a roadmap of what that might look like to change the deal. And if they do all the things that we've discussed and agreed in principle, then I think there's a very good chance that the fight will happen in America.
Around this fight now leans towards the fight happening in the States, and I've got to be honest, that is an absolute fucking piss take. It's out of order. You've got two British heavyweight fighters, former world champions, fighting in the biggest fight in British boxing history, and it's not going to be on British soil. Just taking the piss out of the fans. If it goes over to the States, there's nobody really that can agree, other than money, that this fight should be happening over there. They've both made over 100 million. They're both absolutely flying financially. So what's an extra 10 million when you've got 150 million?
Tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars backed by the support of the British boxing fan. And now you're telling them that if they want to watch you, they've either got to pay $5,000 to fly halfway around the world to get to Las Vegas, spend money on hotels in Las Vegas, spend more money on tickets in Las Vegas. Or if you don't want to travel there, you got to get your ass up at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch our fight. Early morning Sunday over in the UK.
Having said all that, it's as clear as mud, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you can read into that what you read into it. It's a, you know, is it a desperate attempt to illustrate that he's got some control over what's going to happen? Look, we've spoken about this fight for some time, but first of all, the premise of it happening is the most important thing. Latterly, of course, people are going to be offended if it's not had in the UK.
Fact of the matter is, it is. You know, if the fight was on at Wembley, where it should be on, you know, that's where we'd all like to see it. It's British fight, all British fight, and we'd like to see it there. But the monies that these guys are being paid, and at the end of the day, it's their decisions. They're the ones getting in the ring and taking the punches, and that's where I'm. It's not been announced officially, but that's where it's looking. It's going to go, and I'm sure when His Excellency is ready to talk, when Turkey's ready to say, that's when it will happen.
We need to have this fight, and it should be in the UK, but you know, the business and the money is moving it towards America, and if we don't see it at all, that will be a real disappointment for casual sports fans, particularly in this generation. So for me, the fight has to happen first and foremost. It should happen in the UK, but shouldn't.
Boxing pros erupt over Fury versus Joshua being taken outside the UK, and this opening criticism points fingers immediately. Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury are being accused of greed, forcing loyal fans to choose between a $5,000 flight or waking at 4 in the morning simply to watch their favorite heroes fight.
It's not complicated. It's money. But this is the biggest slap in the face to British boxing fans that you could possibly make. And I'm pointing the finger straight at Tyson Fury, and I'm pointing the finger at Anthony Joshua, because they are the figures with the power here. If it happens, it is so unbelievably greedy on the part of Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Guys that have made tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars backed by the support of the British boxing fan. And now you're telling them that if they want to watch you, they've either got to pay $5,000 to fly halfway around the world to get to Las Vegas, spend money on hotels in Las Vegas, spend more money on tickets in Las Vegas. Or if you don't want to travel there, you got to get your ass up at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch our fight. Early morning Sunday over in the UK to watch our fight. Bonkers and absolutely insulting to British fans.
Frank Warren admits 90,000 fans could miss witnessing history in person, yet he dismisses it as acceptable provided the fight happens somewhere. That kind of attitude from such a respected promoter shows how far Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury have moved away from putting British supporters first.
Everyone involved.
I think it'd be disappointing because obviously for the British fans. But having said that, the fight's on. You know,
that's the main point.
It's on. You know what I mean? It's on, and if it's on if it's in the UK, great. If it's not, it means 90,000 people who see it live won't see it live in the UK, but the millions that will watch it on TV will still see.
Carl Froch holds absolutely nothing back, calling the American move a complete piss take and totally out of order in his harshest words yet. He asks why another 10 million matters when Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury already possess fortunes exceeding 100 million each. Carl Frock wants loyalty instead of another payday, and honestly, who could disagree with him?
Soil. Just taking the piss out of the fans. If it goes over to the States, there's nobody really that can agree, other than money, that this fight should be happening over there. They've both made over 100 million. They're both absolutely flying financially. So what's an extra 10 million when you've got 150 million in your bank? I'm sure it don't make much difference, but it's about honouring the fans and honouring the people that have been there from the start of your career, people that have bought tickets time after time, after you've been beat up, after you've lost your titles, after you've tried to come back, after you've said a few things that's pissed a few people off. The fans are stuck by the side of Anthony Joshua.
Eddie Hearn strongly rejects the New York storyline, claiming Netflix is actually the driving force pushing Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury overseas. He even threatens to destroy the whole agreement if the location changes without proper approval. Eddie Hearn sounds like the final person in the room still genuinely standing up for Britain.
Everybody wants to do the fight in New York, apart from Anthony Joshua and me. We're under a huge amount of pressure, and we're being told by Turki Al-Sheikh and those guys, look, Netflix particularly, they really want to do the fight in the US. I don't agree with their arguments, but I'm not paying the money. Do you know what I mean? But we wouldn't have signed the contract if the fight was in America. And by the way, there might even be a situation where they go for it and do announce it. And you'll probably see me coming out quite quickly and say, no fight. Because I promise you, if they announce that fight without an agreement in place to change the venue.
Darren Till sounds completely exhausted, admitting he lost interest the moment America became a genuine possibility. His frustration says everything about how the delays and venue confusion surrounding Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury have drained the excitement from fighters who once desperately wanted this matchup to happen properly.
Care about the fight at all. I've gone way past caring now.
Because it should have happened a few years ago.
Yeah, everything about it. I'm just sick of talking about it, hearing about it. Like, just get in the ring. When they get in the ring, I'll be excited. When they're opposite each other, Buffer's doing the introduction, maybe I'll start getting excited again. But for one, it should have happened, at least 6-7 years ago. 2, it might be going to America. 3, Joshua got put over a couple of times last time. Fury didn't look great. It's just, I'm not really that bothered anymore. I'd rather watch the time of Dubois. It's a much better boxing contest. If we're talking as a boxing contest, Joshua Fury now, it's not about who the best heavyweight in Britain is anymore. Never mind the world. It's about who's better out of them two. And realistically, as a boxing man, I don't really.
Adam Smith confirms Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn are still holding firm on the UK. Yet his own words admit America remains the likely outcome. That contradiction sums up the entire crisis perfectly. Fighters wanting home soil while outside parties quietly steer everything toward the States regardless of loyalty.
Earlier today, he said that he and AJ are holding firm that they want the fight in the UK, that everyone else seems to want it in America, but they want it in the UK, and that time's moving very fast and we have to have a resolution within a week, really. And I spoke to Spencer Brown, he agreed they want the fight in the UK as well, but there are parties that want it in America. But I feel that it's ticking now, the clock, and I think that probably this time next week, something like that, there will be a confirmation, an official announcement, and then maybe, I guess, early September, a press tour or something like that. But I think we're still heading for November, likelihood America.
Ade Oladipo lays out the blunt financial reality driving this whole mess, admitting Netflix numbers in America simply dwarf anything British soil could offer. A British fight built on British history is now being reshaped entirely around American primetime viewing figures, and that stings every loyal fan watching this unfold.
Around this fight now leans towards the fight happening in the States, and I've got to be honest, that is an absolute fucking piss take. It's out of order. You've got 2 British heavyweight fighters, former world champions, fighting in the biggest fight in British boxing history, and it's not going to be on British soil. Just taking the piss out of the fans. If it goes over to the States, there's nobody really that can agree, other than money, that this fight should be happening over there. They've both made over 100 million. They're both absolutely flying financially. So what's an extra 10 million when you've got 150 million?
John Fury oddly praises Anthony Joshua's mentality and showmanship here, calling him strong enough mentally to push through anything. Coming from the Fury camp during this exact venue storm, it feels like a strange distraction, almost as if John Fury wants attention off America and onto rivalry talk instead.
He'll put it on. Yeah, listen, on to bigger and better things. Let's talk about something else a bit different.
Alexander Usyk admits real worry watching those knockdowns, dropping the jokes for a moment of genuine concern for Anthony Joshua. Yet he still backs a knockout prediction with total confidence. Even rivals respect this fighter enough to want him tested on the biggest stage, ideally the one he actually built his name on.
Undisputed champion. Anthony Joshua's next undisputed champion. Tell me, what was you thinking when he went down in the first round?
First round, it's test, but AJ back. Yeah, it's boxing, it's boxing, like uppercut, good, it's a knockdown, yeah? AJ back and win.
But the second knockdown, and I'm close to AJ, I was even worried.
Greedy belly, I know, you now will speak, ow, ow. You have cheese like a... weak chin, blah, blah, blah. Greedy belly, get out.
Listen, Greedy Belly won last night against Marius Wack. Did you see that performance?
No.
Do we see AJ Greedy Belly next?
Yes, of course.
How does it go?
I will here. I will in ring.
How will it go?
AJ win.
How does he win?
Knock him out.
There you go, AJ knockout from Alexander Usyk. Alexander, thank you so much. Guys, back to you.
Anthony Joshua speaks with real humility here, studying Alexander Usyk's habits while staying determined to remain uniquely himself. This dedication makes the venue battle feel even crueler. A fighter this committed to growth deserves to showcase it in front of the very British crowd that watched him rise, fall, and rebuild, not shipped abroad purely to satisfy a streaming platform chasing bigger numbers overseas instead of respecting where his story truly began.
Now, going to train with him, there's still friendly competition in the gym. He might do, when he's skipping, longer than me, and next time I'm thinking I'm trying to outdo him, or he might run, or I might run longer than him. It's just always, it's not about ego. It's just our nature, just being competitive. And as a competitor, I wanted to improve, and I had an opportunity to go to his house and see what's going on and his environment, and I took it upon myself to take myself there because he has been the best, not only in the heavyweight division, he was the best cruiserweight, one of the best amateurs. So starting to understand how he managed to achieve all these things. I can see some clues, definitely, but also there's only one Anthony Joshua, and I've got to make it my own. I can't turn southpaw. I can't do the things that he done, but I can see the things that he done and make it Anthony Joshua's. And I think it's been good, man. It's been really, really good.
Eddie Hearn goes on the offensive defending Anthony Joshua's legacy, insisting no heavyweight resume compares in toughness or consistency. He dismisses lazy criticism about spoon-fed opposition, reminding everyone this fighter never once swerved a mandatory challenge. That kind of loyalty and grit deserves a homecoming stage, not an American arena chosen purely for streaming convenience over genuine fan connection, built across an entire career of sacrifice and dedication to British boxing supporters everywhere.
Just look at the resume of Anthony Joshua. He has the best resume in heavyweight boxing, bar none. He's always fought the toughest fights. He's fought everybody that's been a mandatory. He's never swerved anyone. You know, he's a throwback fighter. The boxing public, boxing hardcore fans, don't really like anyone that has significant success in that outer space. But still, people will think that he's been spoon-fed or he's had easy fights. He's never had easy fights. And he's a good individual who works as hard as he can, provides for his family, he's got a good heart. So I don't see how...
Johnny Nelson offers blunt criticism here, calling Anthony Joshua mercurial while still praising the heart shown after early trouble. Rookie mistakes at championship level worry a sharp veteran eye, yet resilience under fire proves the fighting spirit remains very much alive. That fire deserves proper reward, a genuine homecoming night rather than another compromise dictated by American broadcasting priorities over the fans who stood by him through every single stumble along this long and difficult journey.
With Anthony Joshua last night, listen, Penga's, he's got a knockout record, and so he can hit and he can hurt, but he shouldn't have been in Anthony Joshua's league, point blank. AJ, when it comes to the fashion of the fight, how he went about it. I thought he was on his front foot. He just was. I know in the gym, this guy's fluent. He's got great movement and great hand-foot-eye coordination. But then he just. There's a word called mercurial. I just learned it actually, and that describes Anthony Joshua. He's got so much talent, but it's a case of which version of him turns up when it comes to performance night. And performance night last night. The AJ that we know, the talented fighter we know, he wasn't there. The gut, the lion, the heart, he was there because he brought him. After 20 seconds, he got put down, had to get back up again. He was in trouble. He was still making rookie mistakes. I'm thinking you shouldn't make those mistakes at this stage in your career. You are a former world champion. I know you're pulling your tongue out saying I'm all right, I'm hurt. Who are you proving something to? This is about you and your corner. Forget the fans and get the job done.
Amir Khan instinctively calls this a mega fight for the UK before even discussing predictions, proving even neutral voices see where this truly belongs. He questions Tyson Fury's inactivity as a real concern heading into such a massive occasion. That instinct only strengthens the argument that shipping this fight to America completely betrays its true identity and history.
Do you have a prediction of how the AJ vs Tyson Fury fight could go?
In the UK, to have a mega fight like that would be massive. One of the biggest fights ever. Two heavyweights, two big names. And how the fight's going to go, it looks a hard one to say. I still need to go back and see how Fury's fight went. I mean, I know it's more like a sparring session Fury had, but still, I want to see how he looked. But I think it's a 50-50 fight. Very close, very close. I do lean a little bit more towards Fury, but like I said, as time's been going on and Fury's inactivity, I think might work against him. I'll probably say, yeah, it's still, it's a very close fight. I'll call it 50-50.
John Fury reveals genuine regret, admitting the true version of this fight vanished 6 years ago when both men peaked together. That honesty makes the current American venue push feel even more painful, robbing fans of whatever magic remains. Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury owe this one moment of respect to the supporters who never stopped believing.
It's a good bit of work that he needs at this level, and yeah, I was quite impressed. And after the first 2 rounds, which you could have given the first rounds to Mahmudov, first 1 or 2, second round I think maybe shared, but then from rounds 3 right through to round 12, Tyson Fury took over.
Carl Froch fires another round, suggesting Anthony Joshua himself hesitated over this matchup, while Tyson Fury quietly earns credit through solid ring work. Carl Froch wants these two face-to-face, up close, proving it's real, and that demand only grows louder given the disrespect of pushing this genuine occasion away from the fans who deserve to witness it live in Britain.
But we're here, we need the work. He needs to box, because I think it was May last time, early May when he fought in Hungary. You know, we just need to get him out there, you know, and keep him busy and hope we can get the win.
I don't know if you know too much about this Chase D'Amour, but he fought Andrew Tate, and that's a name that Roman's...
Spencer Brown confirms Netflix sits firmly behind every major decision here, baking the cake, as he puts it, while staying deliberately vague about the actual venue agreement. That secrecy only fuels growing suspicion among fans that Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury's true homecoming dream is quietly being negotiated away in favor of American streaming numbers over genuine loyalty to the British public, who built this entire rivalry from nothing into a global spectacle worth billions today.
Lads, they did their best, but I don't think it's done Andrew Tate any favours, to be honest with you, or the people who put it on. You know, yeah, listen, on to bigger and better things. Let's talk about someone else a bit different.
Someone who, you know, is returning is...
So there it is, boxing pros absolutely raging, and every single one of them keeps circling back to the same betrayal: Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury letting Netflix and American money override decades of British loyalty. What's truly at stake is more than a fight. It's whether the sport still respects the fans who built these two fighters into legends. If Anthony Joshua wins on foreign soil, critics will forever argue it was never truly his home night. If Tyson Fury shocks the world, expect Carl Froch and Duke McKenzie to question whether America even deserved to witness it. Mentally, Anthony Joshua looks sharper, training relentlessly beside Oleksandr Usyk, while Tyson Fury battles inactivity and family fallout behind closed doors. Who wants it more? Anthony Joshua, without question. Backhand index pointing right, are you backing Anthony Joshua? Or is Tyson Fury pulling the upset wherever this fight actually ends up happening? Drop your thoughts below.